It's a bit of an action classic, if I do say so myself. I saw this one when I was growing up. I really enjoyed the heck out of it, actually. And in fact, it was the first one of the series I think I ever watched. But that's not the reason it's my favorite, as I have watched it multiple times over the course of my life. Let's give it up for Lethal Weapon 4! Now, of course, in the day, this one took a lot of heat. That's why I want to celebrate it, because I quite enjoyed it. So, ooh, Chia likes this one. Yes, Lethal Weapon 4, folks. Lethal Weapon 4. I quite enjoyed this action movie, actually. It's actually, believe it or not, my favorite of the series. And not for the reason you may think, right? I like the dramatic tones of the other ones. This one was probably the most comical of all of them. You know, just by virtue of having Chris Rock in there and Joe Pesci just mixing up the comedy and whatnot. I mean, I like all the Lethal Weapons, actually. I enjoy them. I enjoy them enough. But this is my favorite. This is my favorite, and there's a very specific reason. Jet Li. The villain. To me, he was the best Lethal Weapon villain of them all. Oh, Chia, this is your favorite. Fantastic! So, yes. He was one wicked son of a gun. Tough as hell. If anyone's ever seen it, you know how deadly that son of a gun was. Wasing-Ku was the villain's name in that one. This was Jet Li's big, introduction to American audiences, actually. Yes. Oh, okay, yeah, the first one is excellent. Oh, no, I really like the first one. I think that one is probably my second favorite as well. Yes. But, Jet Li impressed the hell out of us. And, we've never seen him before until we watched this movie. And the moves and his speed. They even had to slow some of the cameras down because of how fast he was. And, this was, again, really his first introduction to American audiences. And, there's a clip online of audio from theater people when this was in theaters, actually watching the scene where he, kicked everyone's ass. You see him for the first time. Not when he beat the other guy, when he beat the first Chinese bad guy, but when he beats up Roger Murtaugh and Martin Riggs. That's Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. When he beats them up in the house, and he kicks poor Rene Russo in the face. There's a scene online where you can hear the people going wild. It was their first time watching it. So, it's really fantastic. And it shows what an impression that he made. A lot of people actually who have not been a fan of this show did say that Jet Li pretty much was like a huge standout role for them. He was just very menacing and quite evil. And he's got such a sweet smile. But in this, the smile just looks downright evil. I love villains, so that was a delight. I love action, of course. This actually, I think, of all of them has the most action scenes. But, of course, action scenes in abundance is not necessarily a good thing, especially if it just feels kind of drowned out or oversaturated. But I felt Lethal Weapon 4 was just a delight. And it has a nice kind of finale feel to it, right? And, because it's the last one. Unless they're going to do a remake, which they might do. You know, they're doing that all the time these days. But this one holds a special place in my heart just for it was sweet, and it was funny, and, it had tense moments and killed some good characters that, was just kind of sad. So, you gotta appreciate it when that happens. And, I like the pacing of it, too. I don't know. I think it's the longest of the Lethal Weapons. And it moves so quickly. That opening scene was fucking hilarious with that nut job and the flamethrower and his body armor of ridiculous invincibility. Poor Roger stripping down to his undies. This is the opening scene, folks, I'm describing here, so I'm not spoiling anything. Yeah, listening to his mixtape, exactly. Wow, while he's burning everything. Set the world on fire. Chia also says his scene spoke so much volume despite how little he said. Yes, exactly. Like the only lines Jet Li ever says in English are just, in Hong Kong, you'd be dead. In Hong Kong, you'd be dead. Yes, and Chia God's right. That opening guy with the flamethrower, he just listens to his mixtape. He was just a nut job going crazy. And then Roger has to distract him, and it worked. Roger shoots him in the back. Pew! Kaboom! And Chris Rock actually did a really good role in this. He has his usual great wit comedy and whatnot, but he played another cop, another character. This is the first one you see Chris Rock in. And he was a good role. But, Chris Rock is fun. Chia God says, I just want to see if you do it. Yes! That's Roger to, not Roger, Martin Riggs to Roger Murtaugh. Mel Gibson to Danny Glover. Danny Glover stripped down and, clucked like a chicken to distract the psychopath in the beginning. And then he's like so happy. Roger's like, it worked. I can't believe well, you see how I was doing that, Martin? Did you see? You see? And then Martin just says, yeah, I know, but I just want to see if you do it. That's what she is quoting. There was the punchline. Because, Martin Riggs can be kind of an ass. He's a good guy, though. Been through a lot of shit. A lot of stuff. That drama really shows the most in the first Lethal Weapon, to be honest. Because, you're just getting to meet him, and he's very suicidal in that one. But by Lethal Weapon 4, Martin's calmed down a lot. But he has a nice little talk with his wife who died over in the graves, in the cemetery. So. Exactly, Okami. He wasn't too old for that shit. Nope, he wasn't too old for that shit. Nope. And Roger's been saying that since the first Lethal Weapon, that he's too old for this shit. I thought that was something that came later, but he's been saying it from the beginning. That's true, Chia. They both thought they were too old to keep doing Lethal Weapon. And so this one's just a romp a romp and a half. Not one of my all-time favorite movies, but certainly a movie I enjoy, and I do like, and I have fond memories of. And to this date, I think I watched it with the B, I don't know, about a year or two ago, and we're like, yeah, this one is our favorite. I still like this one the most. What do you know? I don't know. It just works for me. So, Okami says, he also said he was going to retire since the first. Yes. Yes. Oh, Roger. We talking Roger or Danny Glover? I think we're talking Roger, right? Yeah, because I remember Roger saying he wanted to retire since the beginning. Oh, Lethal Weapons. The Lethal Weapons series is a good action series. It's quite enjoyable. All four of them. I don't think they're not regretful watches at all. Very fun. Some of the first beginnings of, buddy cop comedy, right? But what you like about the Lethal Weapons is that they're rated R, and that they got the violence, right? Not a big fan of PG-13 up action. I like rated R action. Because you're shooting people! It's gonna be violent! It should be violent! Shooting people in real life isn't PG-13. Anyway. Okay, what else can I say about Lethal Weapon 4? Well, there are just some nice moments, some down moments. I like that all Lethal Weapons have that. Some nice moments, bonding moments between Joe Pesci and the others. I like Joe Pesci, though. He's fun to watch. Like I said, you can't go wrong with Rene Russo, Jet Li's in this. You can see the cast names right on the front there. And, see, that's how unknown Jet Li was at the time, right? I think this came out in 97 or 98. I'm going to go with 97. 1997. And, they don't even put him on the front. But in China, they probably would. But here, nah. Chia says, why do they make them smaller? So you lose them. Then you have to buy more phones. Oh yes, 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 yes. The argument with Chris Rock's character and Joe Pesci's character. They fuck you. Why? So you can lose them. Exactly. Yes, you remember that? Oh my God, Chia, you've seen this movie more than once, I think. Oh, that's Chia's favorite scene, yes, where Chris Rock and Joe Pesci are arguing about phones, cell phones, in the car, and that's where Joe Pesci's like, hey, I think this kid's gonna like me. I think he likes me. And Joe Pesci goes like, they fuck you. Oh, that was a funny scene. That was a good scene. Oh, Chia, give me some more quotes from this one. I do like this movie, but I clearly don't have it down pat as you. Throw another quote in there for the audience, and I'll remember the scene as long as you can throw in the quote. Oh, the dentist scene. Yes. Uncle Benny, yes, where they were doing the laughing gas and getting the stuff out of him. Getting the information out of him. That's where kind of everything kind of broke loose, though, because Chris Rock was dating Danny Glover's daughter, and he doesn't want his daughter to date another cop. He didn't know at the time, and then he found out there. It's about a midway scene, not a big spoiler. And, yeah, that had happened at the time. Oh, Okami David has redeemed random movie quote. Well, I think we should do a quote from this movie. Let's see if I can remember one. Okay, let's go ask him. Chia, where in this movie was that said? You remember that? That's right, Chia, right before confronting Jet Li. Do you remember who said it? Let's see, Chia's getting it right. He's right. That's the quote. Which one said it? Who of the two dastardly duo said it? You got the scene absolutely accurate. Well done, Chia. Rats. Chia forgets. Roger. Roger said it to Martin. Because they were talking about... Because they saw Jet Li's character was really, really devastated. I won't spoil that part for you. He was devastated at the moment. And then Martin says, you know, he was really tough. You know, we should let him go. You know, how did he do that with the gun so fast? Yeah, how did he do that? How did he take apart the gun so fast? Maybe we should ask him. Martin says something like that. This is just them saying they want to go and do the final throwdown with Jet Li's character. And then Roger said, just goes, okay, let's go ask him. Final showdown. Now, we know, folks, as of now, thanks to John Wick and several other sources, that guns firing underwater don't actually go as fast as some movies have shown. They actually do get stopped because of, well, pretty much all that's in the way, right? Water is so dense compared to air. And the bullets just stop, right as soon as they hit the water, they slow down, they just drop down dead. However, Lethal Weapon 4 got it right, because, I don't know, about a few feet after they leave the barrel, maybe only a few inches, it still goes at, like, its full speed. In Lethal Weapon 4, a certain character is killed underwater at point-blank range. The barrel of the gun's right up against the gut, and it's used as and the AK-47 fired. So, Lethal Weapon 4, I don't know if they knew it, but they got that accurate. Something to think about. Before anybody decided to take a closer look into that, Lethal Weapon 4 was like, well, we won't have someone shoot into the water, but we'll have someone underwater and shoot them point-blank range. And AK-47s are notoriously good guns in that they rarely jam. So a gun like that working underwater is not unrealistic neither. I remember someone told me that they can go through muck and dirt and water and everything. That fucker does not jam. I'm not a gun expert. I just remember being told that. Somebody actually who had been in a war, so knew about that AK-47s are so well made. It's why they don't really replace them often. They're just that powerful a gun, and it's used in Lethal Weapon 4 to kill a certain character underwater and point blank range. And so we've quoted. Let's throw in another quote. Let's see if I can think of another quote. Even though it's one random movie quote, I'll do another one from this movie. Let's see. Let me think. I'm thinking. Sumio says, I'm awake just in time. Hey, Sumio! Oh, you're going to have to go to do your collab in an hour, and I want to catch that. Hey, Sumio. Well, I'm going to say a quote real quick. I just remembered it. Fried rice. It's fried rice, you prick. There we go. Okay, a very unknown character said that in this movie, but that's... You remember that, Chia? You remember that? Sumio, thank you for hosting my stream, my friend. Thank you. I wish Haiku was still here. Sumio, can you tag Haiku? I'm about to sing a song for her that she really loves. Tell her it's called I've Had Enough of You. Tell her that. I do it myself, but my Discord isn't up and running. Yes, David. Sumio is going to be collabing with Luna and Cassie tonight in Phasmophobia. So, yes. So, you know what? That was a good wrap-up with the quote. Thank you, Lethal Weapon 4, for being the favorite of the series for Chia God. Thank you for being absolutely entertaining. And thank you for introducing me and myself and so many others in the world, on this side of the world, on the western side of the world, to Jet Li. What a guy. Give it up for Lethal Weapon 4, people! Oh, that was fun talking about this with you, Chia. I'm so glad when I can put something up there that somebody really enjoys, that I enjoy too. That's really fun.